So when do I think that North Korea is going to declare war on the West? Well, I think between 2019 and 2022. You say, how can you possibly declare such a statement? Right, well, this is my opinion from the 376 number from Revelation chapter 9 and verse 16. It talks about and the Euphrates, the 4 angels coming up, okay, and the 200 million figure dead, which means 129 million already dead in the last 100 years. We've probably got about 47 years left, I expect, but just gonna say, how'd you get 376? Well, the Bible tells us that for a day and a year and a month and an hour, okay, that's how long it is for the preparation to battle of the tanks and the cannons and those types of things. So how can you say 376 days is that? Well, easily. Have a look. When it says 376 days or 376 years, a day is for a year. Everybody knows that from the Bible, if you've got any common sense, because the Bible teaches us that. Ezekiel 4 verse 6, 1 day is to you for a year, prophetical year. So, the time, how do you get it to be 2019 to 2022? Well, one of the reasons is the star is going to be appearing in the sky. That red supernova, sign of the end of the world. Jesus said to be a sign in the stars. There you got it. The sun and the moon. And then on earth, distress of nations, with perplexity, seen waves roar, etc. We're seeing the seen waves roaring now. Global warming, they call it. So, even the fish are changing in the Japanese Sea. The poisonous ones are intermingling, so they look like the non-poisonous ones. Global warming. So, there's evidence for it all around the earth, okay? The icebergs are melting, the size of whales. A chunk of ice is just broken off. Okay, all the signs are there. Now, the sea and the waves are roaring, bigger storms, super typhoons, super hurricanes. Okay, now, this chap from North Korea, how can you say? Easy, because the Bible says the kings of the east, being prepared, shall come what? Across the Euphrates and that, and the Euphrates gets dried up, which means that it won't be a problem for that chap from North Korea to come across the water of the Euphrates to attack the West. Now the time for that is 150 years, okay, or 5 months. If you look at the time for 5 threes, it's 15, 150 days, is 150 years. That's how long airplanes have been flying for, drop bombs from the First World War, okay? And we got about another 47 years left of bombs being dropped. Right. How do you tie that in then? Well, that's the flying one. It tells you that. It's a locust went on the face of the earth, came out of the pit. Smoke of the pit. Alright, so we got that worked out. Well, how do you work out 367 when it doesn't say they were flying? It says they fat out fire, brimstone and smoke. It doesn't say they were flying. That's because they were prepared from the time of Cromwell, when armies had just established themselves under the state to organise large armies using large amounts of cannon. They made all the castles useless. Look what happened at the siege at Colchester. You see, that was the Third Civil War. It ended because of cannons, okay? So look what happened then with the Second Civil War, okay? It was dialogue, yeah? Oliver Cromwell went to Scotland. He discussed with the Scottish people in charge. They said they'd never be allowed in important positions. So the Scots army didn't fight against the English. So that Civil War came to an end, the Second Civil War. And also in the First Civil War, it says that the Battle of Marston Moor, Cromwell managed to get discipline amongst his troops. The war before it, they're a bit undisciplined, but they never lost any battles. The Cromwell and his Roundheads. And the thing is, they were like sort of going in the name of the Lord, you know, fighting Puritans. But they were more organised. In 1643, they started at Grantham, they won the battle. 1644, the Marston War, they won again. Then there was the bog, you know, they got stuck in the bog, all the royal. Right, so anyway, 1645, it was a smart army, very smart, organised by Cromwell. Cannons, cavalry, everything. The pike, he trained all his men, and they won the battles easily. Now, in 1646, that's when the war ended, yeah? First World War. Take the date, 1643 to 1646, add 376 years, what you got? 2019. Already, we've got this man from North Korea howling and shouting and, you know, threatening. And the man is a very loose cannon, you see, and his people are deceived enough to go to war. That would account for the battle from the tank, from the cannon, on land. He's got hundreds of thousands all queuing up to die for his country and his cause. Those people have been deceived. They think that they're, you know, being threatened by America and all that, and they might get hit by a nuclear bomb or something, so they think they're fighting for their lives, but they've been deceived. Communism has deceived them as well. So if you look at what the Bible teaches, okay, that 376 days or 376 years, which is a day, a year, a month and an hour, takes you up to 2019. So I'm predicting between 2019 and 2022 from the biblical record. And you say, oh, how can the Bible be exact about details? How come the calendar is the same as ours? Of course it is. It's just a little bit out, maybe 1 or 2 days per year. What does that matter between the Hebrew and the Jewish and the Roman calendars? If you add up the years, it only amounts to just a matter of weeks. Okay, that's all. It's over thousands of years, it only amounts to weeks. It's nothing, it's the same, okay? So, same calendar, same date, same time, same hour. And where do I get my authority from for a day, a year, a month and all that? Well, I'll just take it from 70 weeks in Daniel. 70 weeks is 490 days. 490 days is 490 years from the time that King Artaxerxes commanded to build the wall to the time that Jesus would die on the cross, when the Messiah would come. Look at chapter 9, verse 24 to 27 of Daniel. What does it say? It says, the Messiah, the Mashiach, would be Kodesh, holy, and he would be cut off, crucified. Okay, or stoned by stones they used to do. He would have capital punishment announced by the death sentence from a judge. It happened to Jesus. 490 days and 490 years later. So now you know that 1 day is for a year. So be ready. Jesus Christ is coming back to those who, for those who love his appearing. Jesus said, if you believe on me, you know, and you love me, you shall have eternal life and eternal happiness, and nothing to worry about at the end of the world. So when Jesus comes back, we're going to go up to heaven in a twinkling of an eye, and God's going to create a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So Jesus died on the cross for our sins, and that's how we get to heaven. And when we do good works, it's an evidence of our faith, and it's not a requirement to get to heaven. And so we need to show evidence, though, that we're Bible-believing Christians and go to a good sound church. And we need to love Jesus and get baptized at the right time. And you know, be saved, and nothing to worry about when we're going to go up in the rapture when Jesus comes back. So like I said, I could go into all the other things about the sea, the waves roaring, and Jesus says it's going to happen at the end of the world, and such things. What roars on a sea will roar on a dry land, the bigger storms. And I could talk about those signs, the fact that the Jews repossessed Jerusalem. 70 AD they lost Jerusalem. They were destroyed, but the Christians were saved. They went up to the high mountains and the hills, were saved. The Jews didn't believe and they died at the hands of Titus and Tiberius. Anyway, the thing is, the Jews repossessed Jerusalem in 1948, 67 as well, they repossessed Jerusalem. Anyway, the thing is, all those predictions came true, and why stand ye gazing, looking up to heaven, as Jesus will return in like manner in the clouds with power and great glory, as the lightning shines from the east to the west. And all the other things in the Bible which says about what's going to happen come true. And well, it's amazing these accurate details the Bible's given us to watch for at the end of the world. And the sign in the sky will be that star appearing in 2021, 2022. Okay, Doug, thanks, and